Wait a minute. I got Kai on twice.
Yeah, because I made it.
Girl, you up here like, and then Joe came on. Oh man, that's beautiful. Make sure you get that beautiful face on now.
I literally made it. I was trying to click on something, and I came out the live. So I was like, okay, let me go back. Let me go back. Whatever the hell I was clicking on, stop it.
Yo,
Cut it out.
let me tell you, it's been like crazy these last couple of weeks. You know, with politics and people and what the fuck is going on, and I'm like at a point in my life where I'm turning 62 Thursday. Well, first off, everyone, we came back online, and I saw that my dear friend Joe and Kai came on. I'm like, fuck it, let's get back on and talk some shit. And I was on earlier discussing the poor death of Renee Woods, the lady in Minnesota, and the article. Yo, tell me about it. Article 2, Section 4, where we can impeach the whole administration. Midterms.
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I can
hear you.
A damn thing.
You can't hear a damn thing? You know something? You're the second person that's had that problem. Log on, log back on. So let me let Rose know to try again too. But like it's like it's really what happened today. That shit's gonna set some people off. It's really bad right now. Damn, how come oh, that's right. All right, there we go. Let me get him on. Add him. All righty, there you go. Can you hear us, my man?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, yes, definitely.
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. So yeah, we're going through some really weird shit right now, to be honest with you. Hey girl, try to get back on again. All right, try to get back on again. Yeah, try to get. All right, baby, no worries. So yeah, and I'm going through like an existential crisis. I mean, damn, we've seen some shit back in the day, but this is ridiculous. You know, I mean, on a major global level, and I do believe there's, you know, the Antichrist or whatever, whoever is here. You know, I think there's several of them. But yeah, I'm really like trying to figure out what to, you know. There she is. I know you can hear us.
I can hear you now.
All right. I thought so. Rosette, this is Kai and Joe. Joe won't show. Joe is too handsome to show his face.
Well, I'm in the kitchen cooking. I'm joining you, but that's what I'm doing.
Joe's got a cold and he's hot boxing.
And then also too, this is my sponsor, Luis from Wepa. Can you hear us, Luis? Good, no worries. Okay. Yeah, so we're all here just like chilling. Happy New Year to everyone. I'm glad we made another year.
Definitely.
I'm glad that
Definitely.
we are able to look forward to 2026, considering what's been going on the last couple of days.
I'm about to say despite, yes.
You
Yeah.
know, invading
Yeah.
countries, kidnapping leaders, killing American citizens.
Just saying. Forget the Constitution.
You know, fucking with the economy, something real. China just moved $8 billion from American and Western economies to gold, and what they're doing is they're preparing for war. Yo, serious. Russia
I
definitely
lost you guys.
going to get Ukraine. You did it again. You lost us again.
I don't hear you anymore.
Oh, man.
And I lost Lewis too. All right, StreamYard, don't be fucking with me now, goddamn
I
it.
mean, is it because it's breezy outside that it's moving the towers? What's going on?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I know for many people, I know that our internet has been affected the last 3 months when it comes to data uploads and downloads. We're not getting what we're supposed to be getting. There's a lot of interception. I have podcasters who here, let me do one thing real quick. I have podcasters who are seeing their algorithms and their shit go down. You know, they're not getting the same people. You know what I mean? So
yes.
So
Well, what
basically,
the fuck? Now I can't hear shit.
you see that, and I don't know what it is. Hold on for a minute. Can you hear me now, Joe?
Is it the algorithm trying to shut you down before you give out the good message? Let me find out.
I don't know. And then also too, the fucking Wi-Fi sucks, man. American Wi-Fi is the worst. American Wi-Fi is like shit. You know, we don't get the same so basically I hope this isn't going to be an ongoing thing.
Right.
If I have interviews and I'm losing clients, or connections, that's not going to look good, So, but it's this is fucked up. I don't know what else to say. What's going on in this world? You tell me, Kai, what's going on?
Yo, I personally feel like, cause I myself, since this whole ICE shit been talked about, I make sure and put a picture of my citizenship papers in my phone, because most of the people that I see, they trying to run up on. I mean, I heard them trying to come to different sections in New York, and New Yorkians just decided to raise up and put their motherfucking asses out. But at the same time, I still, like I said, I put my citizenship paper on my phone, because every time I see them on the news running up on people, they running up on people that are American citizens, not people that they just assume or they looking like. No, they running up on people that already paid $700 to be a citizenship. Yes, I did $700 to be a citizenship in here. So what's up with that? Like that literally got me to the point where like I said, I put my citizenship paper on my phone. So if at any point I could just pull that bad boy out, like, look here, back up off me. Back up off me. I paid $700 for this paper. Okay.
I think what's going on is I said earlier that white supremacy, the ideology of white supremacy, is not sustainable. Racism is not sustainable, and there are people that are fighting against that. and they need to understand, they need to come into the community as opposed to developing their own ideology into thinking that they're above everyone and they can control everything. You know, Caucasians are 10% of the global population and 99% of the global problems going on. Okay.
Facts.
And there's an issue where I am finding that people are, if y'all are having like connection issues trying to come on, please forgive me. It's not me. It's got to be StreamYard. I'll be sending them major fucking letter tomorrow.
Definitely.
Yeah, because you're not going to be charging me $90 a month, and my people are falling out and they can't stay on, or there's connection issues. Everybody's in their fucking safe space and should be able to get on. But so in case I can get a clip from that, StreamYard, get your shit together. But you know, we're going through a global shift, and there's going to be a reset that America is not going to like, and I'm just kind of tired. You know, I'm tired of what we're seeing, and what we're experiencing, which is ludicrous. We played with these people. You know, we were children. You know, we played with these people. For our childhood to end I guess the delusion, I guess we've always been segregated in one way or another. It's just sad. Older millennials should know better. My generation was the first to really start coming together, really, to, you know, to be desegregated. But like even these younger millennials today, and these white boys who are disillusioned with their own lives and blame it on other people, you know, it's getting out of hand.
The audacity level is going up high in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Giraffe neck of audacity. Because right now, I mean, matter of fact, the other day I was actually telling somebody about, you know, I can't remember the two of the guys' names. I only remember one, and his name was Tanner. And Tanner and his friend from Texas plan to go to a little island in Haiti that has 86,000 people.
Oh yeah.
Take over. Now I probably I can't remember what Tanner friend name, but just because his name is Tanner, it just sticks in my head. Like, no, Tanner, you are my friend. No, Tanner, hold on, sit down, come sit down and chat to me. You and your little dirty friend, was going to go to a black people place where they are historic. They have historic record of kicking out their colonizers. You was going to go there, take over, and you was going to go be kings. Word.
Yeah.
Word, Tanner.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Child, every Haitian on earth wanted to see that shit happen. Every Haitian on earth was like, "Huh, why you didn't let them go? You didn't let them come through?"
This is
we would have seen a real reckoning.
This is a prime example of human beings who are highly delusional and live in their little bubble. You know, they have this delusions of grandeur, and it's, you know, and I don't know why you would think that. Like, you would think
facts.
What you think? What, have you not seen pictures of the average brother there? You know, the
testicular fortitude, the cojones, the level of privilege that you bred into your skin, into your mental, into your physical, to think that yes, in this year in this time, you was going to go to a place and just be a king amongst Black people.
Yeah.
It's going to prove to your other friends and relatives that it can be done. Word, child.
I wonder, why the one question that I think a lot of people need to ask is like, we need to know how white mothers are raising their kids today. No one's really calling out the white moms. What is it that or even the families that because all of the violence is coming from white men. But
if you really think if we was to call it out, that they would speak truthfully. I mean, or calling it out even change how the perception that we already have already. Because if you look, I mean, if you observe a regular white person on any daily basis, even in New York City. Like, you know what I mean? The audacity that the kids be having is strong. It'd be nice and strong. And I used to live in Seattle. I lived in Seattle for 7 years. The audacity was stronger there. You know what I mean? So the audacity was so strong that if white people would see me correcting my kids in public, they had the audacity to walk up to me and try to check me about it. And it's like, where you come from? Who invited you?
Right.
Excuse me, security. Get her out of here because she play too much. Like, that's how they raise their kids. We seen it. We know it. And we have always made jokes about it. Like, comedians have whole skits about how white people do their kids versus how we do our kids. Now, this is not me co-signing, just being extra when it comes to discipline your children. Don't, you know what I mean? There's a fine line that could be crossed. And for the people that don't do, physical discipline, it is, however you handle it is however you handle it. Me, myself, like I said, I definitely have had it at a level of it myself. And I definitely have given a level of it to my children. And I, lean on, I do mostly both, but at the same time, I'm heavy on the hand. Like, if you play with me, you gonna see who crazy is. Don't make me show you. And because I got 3 kids, the older one was able to let the younger ones know, like, you see that lady there? She is.
Yeah.
She don't play with she. Here, don't play with she. The reason why I'm this old is because I play with she. So you don't play with she. You know?
I was hanging out.
And white people don't do that with their kids. White people let their kids have opinions. They get the what you want to eat for dinner kind of conversation. Who the fuck? What? Yeah, but no, you know what I'm saying? They get the catering conversation. You know what I'm saying? If we go to a restaurant, you get to choose what you want. Nah, that's not how I go in my house. In my house, we go to a restaurant. I choose your meal, and you eat it. If you eat it or you don't, and if you don't eat it, best believe you playing with my money, and you already know how I deal with people that play with my money. So.
I was hanging out with a family earlier this year, doing some cultivation and research, and I noticed that the parents were gentle parenting their girls, and I loved how they were talking to me about parenting, not realizing that I got a 28-year-old and 18-year-old, so you got a 3-year-old and 18-month-old.
Exactly.
It's like
seen the things I've seen.
You doing pre-K? I'm past fucking doctorate. What are
you okay. I have graduated degrees. You just got.
They were trying to, the gentle parenting, letting them express themselves, blah blah blah. I'm like, these kids are 3 and 18 years old. They don't know how to express themselves just yet.
Yeah.
You want them to, let them feel their feelings. I got that. Whatever, but you also got to teach these children boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And there were no boundaries, like no boundaries, and it's like you're creating individuals that are going to be entitled, and when the real world meets them, they're going to be highly disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
You do want to prepare. You do want them to be understand boundaries, and yes, I got that, and protect themselves and be able to express themselves. Shit, I got 2 daughters too. What the fuck you think I did?
Facts.
They turned out to be, one's a beast, and the other one will psychologically put you in a constraints that'll leave you fucked up for months.
Facts.
And they know how to take care of themselves. So what are you saying, that your method is better than mine? All right, I'll tell you what. I guarantee you by 10, you're gonna smack the shit out of one of them kids. I ain't never hit my kids, I'll tell you that. And my grandma, that has a lot to do to my ex-wife. My ex-wife made sure them kids, because I was a pushover.
See, that's the thing, is that I feel like, when you do gentle parenting, at least that's my opinion of gentle parenting, is that you're not teaching the kids how boundaries work, and you know what I'm saying, and how you gotta grow and earn a certain amount of respect and experience before you start coming at the side of your neck, like you know what I mean, like it's not. You shouldn't just be allowed to come out the side of your neck and you ain't got no knowledge or experience behind that shit, and therefore, and at the same time, you're supposed to remember that the person that's raised you, the older people around you, they are the ones that definitely have the respect and the experience, and I mean, you know what I mean, and all of that. So therefore, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to know the limitations between you and them, and that's how you know differences and shit. That's how you know. You know what I'm saying? Boundaries. That's how you know not to fucking pass your fucking place. Hello, not to pass your goddamn place with certain people.
Yeah, that's my sister online. We were just talking about that earlier, Mimi, and she was a great mom. She's hardcore. She fucked. Oh my God. Yeah. You're between her 2 sons and daughter. She made sure they grew up to be great kids.
Right.
Great adults,
And the fact is, in order to raise great adults, to respect boundaries, and then to get to be older people, then respect laws, and what I'm saying, treat people with different, treat people as how they want to be treated. All of that is part of your raising them. You doing you doing the best and giving them the best when you teaching them boundaries and disciplines and things of that nature. That's not restricting them. That's actually, educating them to how the real world works. Like, what the fuck? The real world has boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because because even rich people, again, yes, right now there's a lot of rich people getting away with whatever they doing whatever they want. But at the same time, even them, when they get caught up into a level of where they gotta answer to the law, then what I'm saying, then it definitely, that becomes the disciplines, that becomes the borders, and that becomes the lines you wasn't supposed to cross, and therefore consequences and repercussions are involved. Hello, like that's how you're supposed to be bringing your child up. You know what I mean? So I don't understand, and I don't understand how they don't get it. And then, like I said, when I lived in Seattle, and they would just walk up to you and be like, you shouldn't talk to your child like that. You shouldn't curse at your child. I'd be looking around like, bitch, who the fuck?
Yeah.
You
Mind your business.
Because now you gonna make me cuss more because you call yourself stepping in on my fucking space that you don't pay for. You know what I mean? And you gonna be the same bitch that if she was, beating your ass up when she get older, you be the same one trying to lock them up and try to say, the parent never did nothing for him to teach him discipline and shit like that. This is the moment that you should be not interrupting, because clearly I'm handling handling the situation over here. You know what I mean? Mind your business. The fuck you doing?
Yeah, they love to be in our business.
That shit is
that's going to take many years to get out of their system. You know,
that's right. That meme or that voiceover on Insta on all social media goes. It's like, yeah, a black person is never alone because there's always a white person right in the back, just looking, in business.
Right. And I can't stand it. You know, I can't stand it. But we have our allies as well. I have to acknowledge that. You know,
I've met plenty in my lifetime. I could say I have met plenty of very cool, very, very nice, you know what I'm saying, down, you know, not racist paper plates. I most certainly have met plenty of paper plates that definitely were.
That paper plates.
Oh yeah, paper plates. I have met many of them that, you know what I'm saying. I mean, shit. Matter of fact, one of them I could say to this day I love because he literally used his white power to get me a job for a couple of months. Like literally just called up HR and was like, "Yo, put on the payroll." The fuck. And it was like, and when and literally, I mean, not like I needed any proof of white privilege, but it was just like, yo, all your man did was make a phone call and today at the bend. Like, you know what I mean? And the main reason why he could do that because based on who he is and the level of privilege he got, you know, so I recognize the allies and appreciate the allies, but I know when it comes down the line and it's time to make a choice, you're going to choose your kind over mine, and I most certainly will be the one putting what? I'll be the one chasing you down because you chose yours over mine. I'm gonna choose mine over yours. Fuck.
Right.
That was just same for the same.
So what's the plans for you this year with your podcast?
Well, right now, we've been on break for the most part, and we definitely going to get together to start planning out season 10. We definitely trying to bring season 10 in about February. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, we have, you know, it's only been a couple days in the new year, so everybody's kind of handling their own personal business. I myself am, you know, and because I'm the main one that does all the social media handling, I'm keeping up business going that way, but at the same time right now we you know, we haven't reached out to record anything, much less to book any guests or anything like that, but we do have a couple things in the works and whatnot, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean, as you know, as the weeks come along and, you know, we get a little bit more into January, me and Ruby gonna get together and plan out what we're gonna do, but it's but once we, you know, we get a drop date, that means we, you know, we'll be, you know, that means that we already done worked it out, had the conversation, and probably recorded a couple of episodes. But you know, right now we kind of chilling. You know what I'm saying? Today is what, January 9th, 8th, some shit like that.
I think you said 8th, 9th, 8th. I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Oh no!
Hold on for a minute. Hold on.
So
hold on.
Word.
All right, go ahead.
Nah, because the clouds be clouding, so you know, and since I haven't been working, I be trying. It's hard to keep up with the days and whatnot. Other than the main thing that's making me keep up with the days is the fact that I owe bills and I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna pay them. But God is working.
You know, we're all going through the same thing. My sponsor just hooked me up today. I took care of what bills I need to take care of at this time, made sure I, you know, covered what needs to be covered. My other sponsor is taking care of it. That's Proteus 420. Silk Road came through for me. They're going to cover some subscriptions. I make it affordable to where they could take care of the subscriptions, the yearly ones for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm finding like to fully automate your podcast and save money, you know, the whole thing is content, getting content out, being
Fact.
relevant, right?
Definitely.
So I'm looking at different apps. You know, one of them is Marbleism, where they have the AIs that can do from emailing to social media to creating all types of shit.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I use Canva to create also my WordPress. Oh fuck, I forgot I gotta pay my WordPress for my website. It's all these little things, you know, and God, you know, and it's driving me freaking nuts. Like the Google fucking storage, right? Because I back up so much, right? And I'm like, wow, and I'm running out of space. So every month it's like, yo, I'm not sending any more emails, and you can't do shit until you pay this, you know, for more storage.
Right.
So I just said fuck it and paid for a year of storage, right? I want to see how this is going to work, how much I bring in and stuff, and if you do content like this all the time, and you're backing up a lot of fucking shit,
right?
And then like with this StreamYard, I got to pay for storage for StreamYard too.
Oh shit!
So I got to back up everything in order to maintain you know what I mean? So it's it's going to sooner or later be cost effective. Right now, you got to have storage space. The everything is going to be automated. So you want to have the proper automated programs to help you be more efficient and get more followers and get people to fucking, I don't know. God damn, this shit is fucking hard. You know, but I love it. I love doing it. So
of course.
You know, but how do you get potential guests to get on your podcast?
I literally jump in people's DMs plenty of times. I jump in people's DMs. You know what I mean? There's been times where people have hit us up. You know, Ruby does get guests sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, I jump in people's DMs and just say, hey, what you doing is interesting to us, and I figure you would, you would love to talk about it with other people, and why not? I think there was only one time so far. I don't remember what she did, but I asked her to be on the podcast, and it was just like, no, thank you, and I was like, oh, okay,
oh, yeah.
No, thank you. I mean, there have been times on the podcast where, you know what I'm saying, we've had a guest and they say, yeah. And then we go to record and the people don't show up. And, you know, we still do a show because me and Ruby, you know, we sit there and just chit chat and, you know, do that. But at the same time, but I've never actually experienced somebody just saying no, thank you. So when Homegirl did it, I was just like, oh, okay, well, shit, go on then. My bad.
Well, there's a friend of mine out in California. He does a lot of celebrities, and he's got to pay those people like 10 G's, 20 G's, 30 G's. I'm like, how can you afford that? And you know, because over here, I interview entrepreneurs, professionals. And now I'm getting more into politics, right?
Well, I'm assuming Homeboy could afford that based on.
Well, he's got amazing sponsorships. He's
probably getting a YouTube check and whatnot. If he getting a YouTube check, he definitely couldn't afford to pay somebody.
Yeah.
I get it because at the end of the day, it does work out to money for both sides. Where, you know what I'm saying, you get that money back regardless. But until then, no, I definitely rather, and be happy to meet the people that are willing to do it for free, just because, not only because they need the attention to whatever, you know what I mean? Because we bring people that, obviously have a business in cannabis or have a business period. Like if we definitely have had like nurses, psychologists, people, all different people that have different, genres and just want to be on a podcast chit-chatting about whatever subject we talking about. And so, it works out, but it works out better when of course, well, obviously if they come on our podcast, they're comfortable with cannabis, whether they smoke or not.
Yeah, whether they smoke or not. Yeah,
but, for the most part, most of our guests have something to do with cannabis and have a business in cannabis, and definitely have no problem talking about it. So it's always been a good deal. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think and we've never, and see, that's the beautiful thing about cannabis, because cannabis is a love plant. You know what I mean? Everybody that's in the business, well, at least everybody that's in love with the plant is definitely on some vibe. So it's never been a guest that came on and we had an issue or. Yeah.
No. I have had amazing.
It's amazing. Everybody's conversation is cool. And you know what I mean? And and we always let people know, because for the most part, I keep it business. Ruby is the one that will definitely dive in and ask you some sexual questions, like when season 10 come back, or if you come on the show and all three of us is there, it's trust and believe. Ruby is going to hit the third button on, and she might ask you some questions about your bedroom business, and that's her section. Like, that is what she does. So when come on and they hear certain questions and they not,
that's gonna be
listen, if you're not comfortable, you can just tell her to next question. She'll be all right. She's just like that. That's
gonna be one of the most boring shows.
Oh my God.
Because see, I'm an Aquarian, right? So, and I am, my sister who's on, I told her this today. It's so weird. I said it really was her that taught me where to avoid the pitfalls, right? And with girls.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I really listened, because I wasn't the type of guy that listened all the time. I was your, okay. Let's have this conversation. Might as well for a minute. I was your friend. Okay, first. You literally, I was the boyfriend, always in the friend zone. Always in the friend zone. Right? So, hold on for a minute. Let me remove. Okay, got it. So, it's funny as fuck. And then also I saw what my family, female friends were going through, family, those type of, I could give you stories. So I said, I'm not going to have any of that shit on my lecture. So I didn't have my first child until I was 33.
Ooh.
All of my other friends were like having kids, boom, boom. They were aging too, like aging. Okay. So the responsibilities, I knew I was not a provider.
Mm.
Do you understand? I was
exactly.
Because I asked my mom, how come my mom's like, how come you don't have a girlfriend? And I said, well, when I go out, I notice guys go out and they're hunting. they're hunting. And Mimi, I'm just going to put you on mute, baby. I went out to have fun. So you remember how we used to go out, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right? And we would stand there. Who we going to invite to dance and bullshit. I was the motherfucker. I walked up to all you motherfuckers. Let's go. Time to party. Pass a joint or pass a cocktail. Let's pump, boom, boom, boom. We're dancing. Da 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 da. I knew how to create a sense of a safe space.
Right.
Right. But I didn't have the swag. I didn't have the coolness. I was just a goofy, nerdy, whatever.
Aww.
That was it. So in my adult life, you talking about bed. First off, women are the gatekeepers of the bedroom.
Yeah.
So I did not invite that to women. They can know in 15 minutes he's just a friend.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, because I'm not going to. We will have conversations, and you'll say you want this and this and this, and men will still try to get with that person, knowing they can't provide that to that woman.
Man,
so I'm gonna already like. I sat down. It's so weird because one of my lifelong friends and I were talking about it, and he didn't have a lot of sexual partners because he had long relationships. You see, he's one of the few men I know, okay, that can do that. And he understood. Now, he did, at the end of a marriage, jump from one to another.
Right, exactly.
But after seeing, and I, was with, when it happened, I was there. I realized, because now that I see where his life was with his first wife, who was a dear, dear love, to now his second wife, I'm like, this motherfucker upgraded. He like, boom. All right. And nothing to take away from the first wife.
Right.
There was just a chemistry that he had with the second one that was like,
way better. Okay.
And he like different lifestyle, different living, everything. You see, so I never had that. I found out I married my ex at 33, and I found out at 55 that she was not 7 years younger than me. She was 14 years younger than me.
Oh.
So when that shit kicked off, all of like, the epiphany of life, the insight.
Right.
Fucking dealing with a teenager. I wasn't dealing with an adult. Okay. So now I'm seeing why her family was looking at me all strange and shit. Whatever. This bitch told me she was this age. You understand? So when you start a relationship on deception and lies, it's not gonna last.
Right.
So for me, sex is, I don't have it. I haven't had sex in 5 years.
Oh.
And that's happened to me 5 times in my adult life.
Oh.
I'm not the one to go and swap fluids with strangers.
Really? And that's exactly what it is. Let's be honest.
And I've seen some shit.
There's feelings involved if it's if they become more than strangers, but no, that's really what is going on. Is swapping things.
I've seen some shit. All right, so everyone knows this, and a lot of people know it. I used to throw fetish parties.
Mm,
Oh yeah,
okay.
and like not swinger.
Mm,
Difference. I did BDSM.
right.
It's totally different.
I get it.
More intimate couples. But human beings are nasty as fuck.
That
And-
is a fact.
but I created
There's definitely
a
a
safe
fetish
space.
for everything.
Right.
That's the best way to put it, in the cleanest way to put it. There's a fetish for everything. Mm-hmm.
But I never participated.
Mm,
No, I was a host, so I had to work. Make sure
right.
space. And I never had a partner, never had a play partner. No, I wasn't in a relationship. And I think, no, I did have one play partner. And that would have worked out if she wasn't, how can I say this? People are fucking weird.
Mm,
You know, they think that, like, if I met a young lady, right? First off, it's there's this thing about body count. Yeah, that you need to follow this lady called the Canada's dating coach. Her name is Chantal Hyde.
mm,
Canada's dating coach. She's amazing. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. She for me is affirmation. I literally was telling my daughters this, right? That if
okay.
you're going to have a lot of lovers, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons and understand the consequences behind that, because you're also spreading yourself too thin. You're spreading yourself too thin spiritually, emotionally, stuff like that. But if you're really into it, make sure you can get something out of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to judge you. Daddy loves you. That's unconditional. And that's for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you choose to want to be able to have a high sexual lifestyle, be clean about it, be good about it, take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Understand you can't have every partner, you know, it's 9 times out of 10, a lot of it is lust. You must be careful not confusing lust with passion and love.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, you know, it made me more attractive in the lifestyle because I was untouchable.
Mm.
See, like I was in the middle of an orgy. You ain't touching me, girl. I done saw you do some shit with 6 of those things.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I'm in it for the this is the one time people can just be free.
Mm.
Right? But I don't, my freedom is just the emotional aspect of it, not the physical, not the physical. That's where I got it wrong.
Okay. Okay.
So that conversation would be boring as fuck
Ooh.
because I don't do anything. Girl, I have avoided fucking a lot of crazy people, a lot of women.
I mean, based on your description, that makes sense. That's, you know what I mean? Like you said, if I've seen you, get down to the get down, and now you want to come, finagle yourself next to me, I got to go, girl. Not even if you took 6 hours, you know what I mean? So I get it, you know what I mean? And then because I guess, seeing that level of, being that level of a voyeur, I could say, I guess it'll probably turn you off to just even, regular chicks walking down the street, because it's like, I don't know how you get down, nor do I want to find out.
Well, I think also too, the act of sex has really been perverted. Um, it says in many Bibles and in many teachings that, when you're sharing yourself with someone on a physical level, you're also sharing yourself on a spiritual level, and you're bonding with that person. So sex isn't what it's supposed to be today. It's supposed to be strictly for bonding with that significant other and procreation. Okay, but humanity in the last several thousand years has perverted it to what it is today. And for me, I am a cosmic child. I want to go back with as little bullshit on my ledger as possible. You know? And they say, well, he ain't kill a motherfucker.
Yeah,
He had a problem with telling the truth when he was younger and sticky fingers, you know. But he grew out of that, and I was quite lustful when it came to women, but once my daughter was born, my firstborn, that shit washed away real quick.
I feel it.
Like, oh no, I was looking at women now, you know, differently. You know, I have a sister. You know, I have respect. Don't get me twisted.
Yes, of course.
You know,
I could tell. I could absolutely tell.
When you have a daughter, and now I have two, and now I have a grandson, I need to teach that my grandson, you protect them.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get out of line, walk away. And if they come at you, knock them the fuck out. Because right. Okay, because you walked away, you see. And also, I didn't teach my daughters to be entitled. I'm like, you need to go earn that. Fuck you.
Yay.
You know, we don't do that in our family. We work, we hustle. If you want that, my ex-wife is a trad wife. She wanted to be a trophy wife. Well, you should have married a doctor or a lawyer or an Indian chief, because I'm none of them motherfuckers.
Oh man,
none of those. I am an average Joe that came to the planet to procreate, leave, and I'm going back when the universe says I'm allowed to go back. Meantime, I'm going to help and be as communicative as possible. I am probably never going to have sex again, honestly. No, no, because I'm telling you, that for me is, it's either all or nothing.
I feel you. And you know what? And it's so funny. It's so funny you say that, because I have a friend that I've known her for almost 25 years. And literally, I was at her house the other day, and she told me literally the same thing. Like, and I think she said it about right around the same time that she hasn't, had sex in 5 years and whatnot. And she was just like, and she was like, yo, she's gotten to the point where it's like, yo, if a dude is not going to love me and pay attention to me and be all about me, then fuck that. I'm not even wasting my time. And I was like, girl, I feel you. I absolutely feel you, because the way, I mean, I'm married, but when I look at how people are acting in these streets, and it's like, I'm a big YouTube watcher, so it's like I've watched plenty of YouTubers, react to stories about, you find it, you with a man and you've been with him for all this time, and you done gone on vacation with him and all of this and whatnot, and then come to find out, he got a gay lover and you bumped into the gay lover at Walmart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is the kind of shit that be going on. Never mind the fact of, people, people trying to, do, getting jealous over whatever and unaliving you, and then, or having, secret lives with other people, you know what I'm saying? It's just,
oh my God.
It's a lot going on in these streets that you know what I'm saying, that you would rather choose your peace. I myself, I'm at this age. I don't want to fuck. I don't want to be bothered by nobody. I'd rather walk. What if somebody try to argue with me and try to tell me 2 and 2 is 5? I'm gonna agree and walk away like, fam. Yeah, 2 and 2 is 5. It's all good, yo.
Dude, I have a friend.
I'm all right with that.
I have a friend whose son is in an open marriage, and open marriage. He just found out Christmas time he's going to be a granddad, right? Twice, 2 other women.
Ooh.
Like, dude, he was like, this motherfucker. He's talking about his son like a dog too. This motherfucker. I told him that goddamn open marriage shit don't work. And they went out. They had a little threesome, and at the same time, his son is seeing another lady, and he found out 2 days before Christmas, not from one, but from 2 women. I'm pregnant. I'm gonna have your baby. And the wife is like, what the fuck?
Exactly, because why was you this free to be shooting up the club raw? Like, why was you this free to shoot up the club this raw? Like, all of these clubs you got access to. Hello. No, you got access. You got VIP access to all of these clubs, and you just going up in there, bow, bow, bow. Everybody gonna die. Everybody, I'm saying, bow, bow, bow. Like, what are you doing? No, you're not supposed. No. And then again, like I said, it's like, yo, people, the whole idea of just, you know what I'm saying? People just don't be paying attention anymore. You don't understand or be taking the time to understand the kind of people you be messing with. Because just yesterday, matter of fact, not yesterday, the other day, I was watching this little series where it was talking about, this TikTok couple that literally that homeboy got, and his wife got so famous that because he wanted to control her, got jealous and all of this and whatnot, and was trying to get the fame back that him and her developed, because she was getting more famous than him. So he got jealous. He trying to control her. He literally shot her in front, literally unalived her in front of, and didn't realize that there was cameras all over the place. And then after he unalived her, he started crying like, "Oh
my God."
Like, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to. And it's like, and then when he went, and then when they showed the trial, this man is on trial trying to pretend like it was a crime of passion, and she made him do it because, she was trying to leave him, and he was distraught, and he didn't know what he was doing. Meanwhile, they videotaped there was cameras to videotape the whole crime. Meanwhile, because they was TikTok couples, when she was calling police after he would, push her down and whatever, and she would be calling police, and he would be on TikTok cursing her out at the same time. So TikTok is listening to her call police saying, yes, he just did this to me, and he trying to curse her out on TikTok at the same time. Their whole lives was on social media, and it's like, yo, you don't know who you be, you and then they had a kid too, like they actually had a kid, so literally the kid gotta know that the kid now knows that her father did this to her mother, and it was all over some, just jealousy and he was mentally unstable. He was doing all kind of drugs and all kind. It was just like you don't know who you messing with. You don't know these people. You do not know who you messing with, and then when you find out who you messing with, it be too late.
That's one of the main reasons why I stayed by myself, because the age group for me to date is like 40 should be like the youngest. By 40, you should the open season. All right.
That makes sense.
40. All right. Come on. Right. And I'm 62. So I won't even go past that. So I'll just
right.
But like by then, people are carrying so much trauma, so much PTSD. Now I'm set in my ways.
And anybody you would be dealing with is set in their ways too.
Right.
And however they deal with they have dealt with their trauma, if they dealt with their trauma, that would be part of the set in their ways situation too. In which at this age, it's about, are we willing to get to know each other in order to do all of that? And again, if peace is the better choice, that's what people are picking.
Right. That's what I prefer to pick. I think 9 times out of 10, right? People don't want a relationship. They just need to get laid every now and then. Think about it.
Well, I mean, I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree.
Because, like, the average couple, unless they share a common hobby or a common interest, 9 times out of 10, she's doing her, he's doing him, with the understanding it's monogamous, right? So, and many young people or people that get into a new relationship feel they have to be around each other a lot. And that's not the case. You just really need someone there to provide you companionship, communication, and coitus. All right.
And coitus, yes.
All right. So for me, it's I don't mean to sound. That's all I really need. You know, I don't need a cook. I don't need nobody to watch. I've been doing that shit all my life. So that the housewife thing doesn't even faze me. I'd be like, yo, bitch, you need to go get a job. You know, you're not saying. I told my ex-wife that. I'm like, no, you'll drive yourself fucking crazy. You need to go and find something to do.
Facts.
Right.
Right.
I am not a trad husband. You know, I lived in a house full of independent people. And we all pitched in.
And at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, if that's what you into, and if if you're a man that can provide that, or if you're a woman that wants that, and you find a man that can provide that, that's cool if that's what you into. But I'm gonna tell you right now that in some of those situations, and we see it from poor people to all the way rich people, it can always get to a situation where somebody is throwing something in the other person's face, like, hey, I pay for everything, therefore you do what the fuck I say. And, and if you are of the personality that really don't really like that type of fuck shit to be said to you, you gonna want to make your own money.
Yeah,
you're gonna want to be able to say, nah, hold on, player. I'm going to get my nails done because I could pay for that shit. Who the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, and like that's from rich to poor people. It's at the end of the day, you can and it don't matter whether it's the man making the money or it's the woman making the money. We hear about that shit all the time, where it could be a situation where somebody could really just jump up and say, "Hey, I pay for everything around here, so who the fuck is you to tell me anything?" And child, if the other person ain't really tolerable of those kind of conversations, man, listen, better have your own. Better get your own.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, we definitely got to get on. I want to get you and your partner on.
Oh, hell yeah, we definitely
on the 22nd. I'll come on the 22nd.
Okay, well, shit. You know what? I'm gonna make sure and hit her up so that we can get that done. Definitely.
Yeah, you come on the 22nd, and
6:30. It'll be 6:30 New York time. So that's 5, 4, 3. That's 3:30. Cause she in Portland. So that's
she in Portland.
Yeah.
That's why y'all got that difference.
Yeah, because like I said, me and her met in Seattle, but then I moved back here, and then she moved to Portland. So yeah, so 6:30 our time is 3:30 her time. So yeah, I'll definitely let her know. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. All right, then. So hold on for a minute. I'm gonna end the show. Get some people, just bring out some love and stuff like that. Let people know how I feel. And I gotta say, on the 15th, I will be having a special guest, Rajat Gerlin Henry, priest of the Anglican Church of Canada. We're going to be talking about religion and Western society, impact it has on today's youth and on society as a whole. And also, I'm going to be having our January 22nd podcast, my birthday podcast. That'll be at 6:20, probably be on for a couple of hours. I want everybody to come on, wish me happy birthday, just have some great light and love, and just we're going nuts. I definitely want to give a shout out and much love and condolences to Renee Wood and her family in Minnesota. Her loss of life yesterday was just like it's unacceptable, and it's hard to fathom that people are actually allowing this to happen. So we have to fight back. Midterm elections, then push the Article 2's Section 4, impeach all of them, get them out. The podcast will be focusing more on politics this year, promoting anti-APAC campaigns and programs. And I want to be able to, again, thank everyone that attended, and sorry for any technical difficulties there may have been. I personally am just excited about 2026, but at the same time, concerned about our future as a society, considering what's been going on with our invasion of Venezuela and kidnapping of Maduro. Even though Maduro is not a politician I promote, he still has his rights. And of course, the power shift, the global power shift between America, Russia, and China, it's coming. So I definitely recommend that we all pray and hope that we'll survive at least through the midterms so we can get these people out. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to definitely show some love to my sponsors, Produce 420, Silk Road, Green Spectrum CBD, Jade Stone Cannabis Branding Agency, Myers Security, Surfside. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kai, for joining us. I appreciate you. Thank you. And again, peace and love. I'll be back on the 15th, guys. And let's just see what 2026 brings. Again, thank you for your support. God bless. And remember to relax, relate, and release. Peace out.